Hello, my name is Geogen and welcome back to World of Tanks. Hope everyone's having a good weekend. I don't normally upload on Sunday, and I also don't normally upload 2 lots of Center Stage at once. But this is one of those videos where the person on Center Stage also has one of their own channels, and so I thought I would get it out to you today. This is Fiaura Tank Girl, otherwise known as Fiaura. She has her own channel, link down below of course. But today we're going to be watching this replay of her playing in the FV4202, along with Mero, who's also in his FV4202. And we're on the map Pearl River, which was recently taken out in the latest patch. This is a 9.9 replay. And this map has had several changes since its introduction, but of course they're going to change it once again. Just hits the track there of the Object 907, a Soviet reward tank, one of the many different Soviet tier 10 mediums that are present in the game. Rushes the shot slightly, but that doesn't matter, because now we're going to see how good the gun is. Straight through the front like butter. 400 damage. 413 damage, a nice high roll. Through the IS-8 side armor. Very nice penetration there. So you can see that the gun fires quite quickly, has a good amount of damage, and has what you would assume to be quite a good amount of penetration. And it does. It has 390 average damage and 268 penetration, with standard APCR, which you would use for most situations. It does also get HESH rounds, the high explosive squash head, or in layman's terms, the high penetration, high explosive. So it works a bit like heat, in terms of it has a really high pen, but it works a lot like high explosive in terms of the splash it does, if it doesn't penetrate. So, Fiaura's noticed that there's a threat in the middle here. Puts a shell into the T-49, receives one in return, knocks out a gunner and repairs, or puts the gunner back in action. And now you can see that because the T-49 has a howitzer, his rate of fire is so much slower than that of Fiaura's 105mm gun. Takes him out very quickly indeed in 3 shots. So, the middle is somewhat secure, back to the action in the northeast, along the B8 area. You can see there's quite a large number of enemy vehicles, including some very competent medium players. Let's see what Fiaura and Mero can do, who's been there all this time. So as you can tell, the speed of the FV is much like the Centurion 1 and the 7.1, and the gun is the same as the Centurion, but with better rate of fire and gun handling. Nice penetration there. And Mero is very quick on the trigger to take out that 907. Now we're going to town on the lower plate of the C100, using the gun depression and the good TPM. And he gets taken out by our FV215B friend, who unfortunately has got himself facing off against an object on 40, but he exposed his side armor. However, nice little ram, bit of a fire, gets the gun repaired, sets on fire twice. I have a feeling he was using a premium fire extinguisher because that fire only ticked for a very, very brief time, but 2 engine fires and that 20,000 credits is gone. Much like that very dangerous tier 10 tank destroyer, who was clearly reloading. And the FV may be maneuverable, but it's not that thin, and you're not going to get through there when there's a Foch 155 blocking the path. Now, you may be able to slide the Foch, but got bigger problems now. E100 luckily only hits the tracks at the front. As you can see, the tracks do go past the hull, or rather the front drive wheel does, so you're not necessarily going to penetrate the hull by tracking the vehicle, depending on where you strike the target. As you can see, that E100 struck the front drive wheel, tracking Fiaura in place, but doing no more than that. That's quite nice to see. Tracks the E100 and the shell penetrates into his hull. Side of the turret, not well angled. High penetration gun, no problem. Very good to see. Good tracking shot there. Going for the lower plate again. Meanwhile, Mero is harassing this E100 from the back. They're doing some very nice team play here. The artillery is trying to help out as well, but they don't need it. This E100 is pretty much screwed. As you can see, I think that bounced off the... Yeah, you can see it bounced off the quite well angled turret here. And that's pretty much it for this game, with Fiaura and Mero in their FE4202s. 5,659 damage done, 3 kills secured, and a great contribution to this game. Very well played, indeed. Let's take a look at the post-game statistics. So here we are with Fiaura's post-game stats. A first class, 5 for effect, a duelist, bruiser, almost 78,000 credits earned in a tier 10 match, which is pretty good, 3,272 experience and a high caliber, ×2 first win of the day, 3 vehicles destroyed, several others damaged and some assistance damage. Team score, top on experience, 1,091, 5,659 damage done, and Mero here came second on experience and did over 3,000 of his own damage as well. So well played to you two. You definitely had a great impact on the game along with this Waffenträger, which you might expect because that gun system on the Waffenträger of E100 is just absurd. The enemy team played quite well as well. This E100 here acquired 3,000 damage of his own. This artillery piece also did almost 3,000 damage, as did the 140. So well played to the enemy team as well. Detailed report, 21 shots fired, 19 hits, 15 penetrations. Gun is very accurate, although some of the shots were a little hasty perhaps. But nonetheless, we still managed to get, or Fiaura I should say, managed to get 5,659 damage done. Took 5 hits, only 1 penetrated, 4 were non-penetrations, and therefore she blocked over 1,000 damage with the armor. 7 enemy vehicles damaged and 3 destroyed, and 768 assistance damage. She does run a premium account, so therefore her profit, there we go, forgot the word profit there, profits were much higher than that of the non-premium or standard accounts. As you can see, she only would have made 1,000 credits profit in that match, should she have only run a standard account. And then you can see the breakdown of credits, the breakdown of the experience earnings. So I hope you enjoyed the FE4202 played by Fiaura, along with Mero in his FE as well. Showed the strength of the gun. The speed of 40 kph is okay, it's manageable. It's not the fastest medium, but still it isn't cripplingly slow. She went for the tracking shots, went for the lower plate, and showed good awareness. It also shows what the FE is going to be played like if you're on the Centurion 7-1 like myself, and you're looking forward to getting one of the tier 10 mediums. As am I. I've already got an Object 140, but I'm looking forward to getting this as well. Not too far away. So, if you did enjoy the video, please be sure to give it a like down below, and perhaps share the channel with your friends. Of course, link to Fiaura's channel down below. As always, I've been Geogen, this has been Center Stage World of Tanks, and I'll see you chaps and chapettes in the next one.